Hey guys, I managed to hit 230 Tanjiro in the first day. I'm gonna chill from here on, but let me give you some tips and tricks on this event, training spots and recommended links and stuff. First off, here's my character. It's pretty juice. My links and Legion definitely carried me, but Tanjiro has so much crit rate. And here is my recommended training links. You see I don't have any crit rate because my Legion has a lot, as well as my artifacts. In my Legion, you can see here, Tanjiro already has a lot of EXP. You get 1200 EXP at 200. So if you're struggling on crit rate, I would focus on the crit rate first, followed by the crit damage, and then whatever else into normal damage. And if you can spread the points, put it into EXP. And here's my artifacts, and you can see I get 20% crit rate from artifacts, which carried a lot. After creating Tanjiro, I went to the bank right away. I got some money and the typical EXP stuff. Gold pot, green pot, red pot, MVP, so on. And there's a box that gives you a bunch of 3x coupons and a bunch of other goodies. So you don't need to buy any 2x's like I did. The first thing you want to do is check your journal. Check this constantly because later on you see like I kind of cook myself. But check the missions often. Claim the first box from the journal and claim what you need. They do give you a free Frozen set and CRA set, as well as a prepared pennant for a month. I did stream a whole grinding last night on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Mikeychain. Every map was packed, so I had to find some hidden spots to train at, which I'll show you guys in this video. A little bit of spoilers ahead, but I did Strawberry Farm for basically half my grinding. I'll show you some spots where you can still grind without these Strawberry Farm tickets. You'll be leveling so fast that I recommend you grind plus or minus 10 of your level. I start off with this map since it's a simple drop down map. By the time you reach the bottom again, your dash should be back up to go back up. And here's another map you can go to in Savage Terminal. Level 30, you could do Gold Beach, since the maps are instants if the maps are too packed. But I went elsewhere. Going back to Savage Terminal, you see that I level from a pretty far range, but it's because you level so fast. Also at 50, you get the toggle to turn on Inosuke. It's basically like Hoyoung Shadow Clone. He just attacks randomly on the map. Make sure you toggle this on. Around level 40, you could do Vena straight 2 or after Gold Beach. But again, I went elsewhere. Then I went over here. This map really isn't the best to train at, but there's so many mobs that you can't kill everything, so you're always like hitting something. And then I went over here. It is quite a bit underleveled, but Tanjiro is pretty strong. And actually stay here for a hot minute. Actually stay here till like 100. And then here's where I kind of messed up. I forgot to check my journal and I need to use a rune, then hit 100. So yeah, I stayed here till like... So I actually trained to like 130 before Strawberry Farm. But anyways, check your journals often. But also around 101, I will start using the Strawberry Farm tickets if you have any. Level 100 to 120, I will train around Robos. Anywhere in Ludi, but I just chose this map. They tend to have high burning, and of course in level range. Okay, I light around like 110. Around 110, I'll show you like a strawberry farm ticket run. But I got to like around like 180 at the end. Also, make sure you're checking your journals to do the missions and upgrade your gear and stuff too. And here's my second ticket run. But if you don't have any tickets, here's some trading spots. 120 to 140, I will go to Dual Ghost Pirates. Just drop down and there's a portal at the bottom. $140 to 160. You can stay in Crowning Tower. Start at the bottom and move your way up. And try to train in the Star Force maps. They give way more EXP than the regular ones. And by now, you should have a lot of Star Force. You can also train out Banes or any of the Star Force maps in Elnath. They're all pretty packed, but they're all pretty similar layouts, so just train out one of them. Another hidden spot I train at is Partem, or the Pathfinder area. These have pretty high burning, and it's kind of a hidden spot. No one really goes here. Just find a layout you like, and just stay there. $160 to 180. I just go around Critias, counterclockwise. They go up like a level or two each like dot, and you end up around like the circle before that blue dot. Every level you can just move around, or if you like a layout, just stay there. Another spot I like is Sour's Terminal. These tend to have high burning. The spawn rates are kinda bad, but I mean, high burning kinda makes up for it though. $180 to 190. I like this spot. It's a pretty simple layout. It has high burning and pretty simple to navigate. You can also go to the alien maps in Omega Sector. But these have like really bad spawn rate, even in Star Force maps. Now 198 to 199. I just go somewhere in Fox Valley. I like it here because they have high burning and the maps are pretty condensed. Also, stop at 199 and do the Sculpture PREQUEST to get a free level. It's like a 1-minute cutscene and it's a free level. And at 200 is where pretty much a lot of us got stuck. But there's a quest on the start tab called the Temple of Something. And you just go through the cutscene and then you can progress to the VJ PREQUEST. At 200 to 210. I like staying in the Armor Cave. Mostly the higher Arcane Force one. High burning and good map density. And it's an easy left-right map. You could do the varsity PREQUEST too, but I don't like those maps. For Choo-Choo, I like Model Forest. It's a long map where you go left and right. For Yum Yum Island, there's a lot of maps, but they're pretty bad layout. I just got whatever is in my level range, like ±1. For Lash is where I really struggled. There's only one spot I really like training at, and it's the Dreamkeepers. Yeah, 225 to 230 is that awkward spot where you're too strong for Latch, but too weak for Arcana, just because your levels. And I definitely struggled here. There's nowhere else really to train. I mean, there's the Water Spirits, but you're too low level to really do much. But it is what it is. Or you can stay in Latch. $230 to 235, same situation. 230 is Morass, but you're too weak for those mobs for sure. So I'll still stay in Water Spirits, or if you want to, Cup 2. $235 to 240. I'll still probably try to D-Cup 2, just because of your levels. 240 to 245. I would trade in Abandoned Area 2, but it's pretty packed. Abandoned Area 3 works too. It's pretty fine. Big mob density. For the next clips, I'm showing my shade, because I think they play pretty similar. So, the issue we're running into is probably Arcane Force. There's no reason to rush this far this fast, but in case you do make it this far or later on, I would probably trade in Asphera. I like Living Spring 6. You can also trade in Celis. In 250 to 255, I stay in Celis, but at the very bottom. Last of Us 2 is pretty good too. And finally, 255 to 260. I don't like Lab, but just train anywhere ±1 your level. They have some pretty weird layouts, but there's a lot of mobs there. And that was my Tanjiro guide. Something I forgot to mention is make sure you join a guild for extra stats and Arcane Force. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll make another video soon about the event breakdown. Right, good luck on the grinding. And I'll see you in the next one.